Hello everyone, my name is Lola and my partner Gianna and I are doing our supplement project on beta-alanine. In this presentation, I will be going over what type of dietary supplement this is, main claims and benefits of the supplement, mechanisms of action, how it's used or ingested, what type of athlete would benefit from this and how they would benefit from this, and its legality. My partner will be talking about current research about it, any reported side effects from beta-alanine, and if we would recommend it to an athlete or if we would use it ourselves, and the summary. Kind of dietary supplement is beta-alanine. So it is a non-essential amino acid, and its primary use is for sport performance, and its function is increasing muscle carnosine levels, and its role of carnosine is to buffer hydrogen ions, delay muscle acidity buildup, and delay fatigue. So some main claims are, like I said, reduces fatigue during high-intensity exercises, it improves endurance during short, intense exercises, it delays exhaustion, and allows longer time to fatigue, and it also may increase training volume indirectly and increasing muscle mass and strength. So some benefits of the supplement under high-intensity performance is beta-alanine strongly supports sprinting and high-intensity interval training, also known as HIIT. Its mechanisms reduce muscle acidity, allows maintenance of high output for longer, and also some studies show significant improvements while others show minimal change. So benefits for endurance and time is it helps athletes tolerate higher workloads before fatigue, and it may also improve performance for long-distance runners, cyclers, and rowers, and it's also energy boosting, and it affects during prolonged exertion. Mechanisms of action. So its primary mechanism is to increase muscle carnosine concentration. Carnosine buffers intracellular acidity and enhances intracellular buffer capacity, and it also is beneficial in exercises relying on anaerobic metabolism. This results in improved high-intensity performance, reduced fatigue, and increased training capacity. We're going to be talking about how it is used or ingested. So it is recommended for about 3 to 4 grams a day in order to be shown to be effective. And its loading phase is about 4 to 6 grams a day for at least 2 weeks. And 2 grams or less per serving in order to reduce paresthesia. And it doesn't really matter for the time. For pre-workout timing, it's also not required. And it is enhanced with creatine, a carb protein meal, and with caffeine. However, there is limited evidence with caffeine, and it's typically costs about $20 to $40 a month, depending on what brand you use and the dosage. There are many athletes that can benefit from beta-alanine, and the ideal athletes, for example, would be track runners, swimmers, rowers, cycling, sprints, and time trials, and also sports that need repeated bursts, and lastly, CrossFit and high-intensity interval HIIT athletes. Why these are the ideal athletes is because these exercises last about 1 to 4 minutes and show the greatest improvements, and it also reduces muscle acidity in order to enhance repeated high-intensity efforts. This is legal for athletes, and it's not banned by the WADA, the NCAA, NFL, PA, MLB, or IOC. Carnosine, it also fully permits this supplement, and it's considered safe and effective at recommended doses. However, like I said in a couple slides before this, some side effects can be paresthesia, which is skin tingling. However, it is preventable through smaller and sustained doses. And there are no major long term health risks identified, and it's safe for most populations when you're taking the recommended doses.
Hi everyone, my name is Gianna Ciconti, and today I'm going to be talking about the research on effectiveness for the supplement beta-alanine. So, in the first article I read, current research for the beta-alanine supplement shows it is generally not that effective. Additionally, it is said that when scientists were testing the effectiveness of the supplement, the results came back inconclusive. And then the article goes on to say that when we look at the overall review of how the beta-alanine supplement works in our body, it shows that it doesn't increase muscle strength, but rather slightly increases the time an athlete can perform at high intensity exercises. And then at the end of the article, the authors also mentioned that it may take weeks of using the supplement to start to boost the levels of carnosine in the muscles. And then from article 2, the author highlights a main point which discusses its efficiency as a supplement, claiming it is difficult to draw conclusions as to its effectiveness for training and competition. So, as you can see, both these articles are saying the very same thing in each of them, which is very interesting, and it poses a question, do high intensity training athletes need to take this supplement, or would they be fine without it? So, the side effects. Um, one of the short-term side effects for this supplement is something called paresthesia, which is completely harmless, but it's just an itching sensation on the skin, and it's usually on the face, neck, hands, or even ears. And this usually happens when you take a higher dosage of the supplement. And it can also feel like pins and needles on occasion. And this feeling would subside in probably an hour or so. And this feeling is caused by the beta-alanine activating sensory neurons, which causes the levels to rise in our bodies, which is why you feel the tingly feeling. And when you feel that tingly feeling, it just shows that the supplement is working in your body. And another short-term effect you could have is some gastrointestinal discomfort like nausea, bloating, or stomach cramps. And now for the long-term effects, there has been a limited amount of research about this topic done, but from what we know with the data that we already have, it seems to be safe for long-term use in healthy individuals. Okay. Now, would I recommend to an athlete? Honestly, I wouldn't recommend this supplement to athletes because with all the research I have done, I haven't seen anything that has been super positive about this supplement. Obviously, if my athlete wanted to start taking this, they can go for it, but it probably won't do anything in your body for the first couple of months. But if you're disciplined and if you want to stick with having taking a supplement and committing every day, you would see results. And then for me, I probably wouldn't take the supplement because I'm not a high training athlete and I'm not going to the gym every day. I'm sure there are other supplements for me to take that will help my body in the now instead of the long run. Okay. And then the summary, what we have found out about this supplement is that beta-alanine is a non-essential amino acid. It can improve high intensity exercise between 1 and 4 minutes. It increases the muscle's buffering capacity and allows athletes to perform longer. It is consumed in a capsule or powder form, whichever one you want works. And then athletes in high intensity sports such as sprinters, rowers, swimmers, and cyclists are more likely to benefit from this supplement. Now it's time to look at the questions. Question 1, we have a true or false. Question 2, multiple choice. Question 3, another true or false. And question 4, another multiple choice. I hope everyone enjoyed this presentation and have a nice day.